this leads us to your biggest accomplishment in your badminton career, and that is qualifying for the Tokyo Olympics, right? And how does it feel to know that you've accomplished your dream?
I mean, it's just like I can't really process it like fully. Like when it happened, I was kind of like, wow, like that really happened. And then like there wasn't like any big celebration or anything because obviously like I was just like sitting at home
Mhm.
when like that news kind of like became official. But like, between like my teammates and my parents and like my friends and stuff, it's just like really exciting. Cause like, once it became official and then I posted that like I had qualified officially, like I got so many, really nice comments and like really nice messages from like, family and like, friends from like elementary school
Mhm.
and like teachers even and just like fans in general and like it's just really nice to like see so many people are like still behind my back even though like they're not like I don't really see them that often anymore. It's just like makes me like feel really good.
Yeah, I can imagine it. Did you guys celebrate? How did you celebrate? Like, did you guys have a party or like did you just had a nice dinner with the family?
Actually, like no, we didn't have anything special because like just COVID's still going on and we still have to be like cautious about that.
Yeah.
But our club did by because there's another the mixed doubles guy,
Hmm.
Joshua. He also qualified and he's from Mandarin as well. So the like the Mandarin like receptionist, she bought us like a cake and then all the coaches came and like we had like a mini celebration kind of,
Hmm.
which was like really nice.
Yeah. When did you decide to pursue like Tokyo Olympics? Because obviously, I don't think you were like going at it in the beginning, right?
Yeah, like from the start, I was always like committed to the 2024 one
Hmm.
because like I would be older by then and like have more experience and like I would have a pretty good chance of making it. But I actually decided to try and for the 2020 one in like beginning of 2019. So it was like a pretty late decision because like the qualification period starts in May of 2019.
Hmm.
So basically I had like from January to April to kind of like play as many tournaments as possible to like try and boost my rankings so I can play more higher level tournaments during the qualification period.
Hmm.
Um, and like other people, like Jason, they kind of started the international um, tour like earlier, so they had like more ranking points than me. So like at the beginning, I was kind of playing out of the qualification draw for like most tournaments because like my ranking wasn't high enough. So that made it pretty difficult. And also in 2019, um, like for the first half of the year, I was nearing the end of grade 12, but I was still in school. So I had to like, still juggle like those two things a bit. Like before, the Olympics, like Olympic qualification started, which was also, was a, kind of put me at a disadvantage from the start.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Keep going, keep going. Were you
Oh,
finished?
yeah. I was gonna say I also played like I said, I played two junior tournaments
Hmm.
in 2019 as well to try and like get my ranking up for the World Juniors.
Hmm.
Um, so that was also like in that kind of 2019, early 2019 period,
Hmm.
which also kind of I had to like commit, 2 weeks to like playing these junior ones instead of these senior ones. Um, and then I even got like a small injury in the summer of 2019 where I had to, I just twisted my ankle again. Like it wasn't big, but I actually had to withdraw from 3 tournaments, which were like, if I wasn't injured, I had a pretty good chance of winning, and which would have helped me, with the Olympic ranking a lot.
Hmm.
So I missed those, which was also like a really big setback. Um, but then I guess like all those like, you know, setbacks and like obstacles at the beginning. just make like, the end result like even more like impressive and like
Yeah, more sweet. Definitely. Since you were talking about ranking tournaments, how did you choose which tournament to play? Like you obviously had to like calculate and search it up, right?
yeah. So like the best like tournaments for me to play were like international series and challenges. Um, and then Pan Am Championships was also a big one, and the Pan Am Games in 2019 were also a big one. So I did well at the Pan Am Games. I got silver, and then the Pan Am Championships I won, which was really big. But then in between those, like I had like a couple of series wins, like um, Dominican Republic and like Suriname.
Hmm.
But like I've tried to play a couple tournaments in Europe and they didn't go so well. So I was um like I started out good, but then I like kind of underperformed after that. So then I was behind Jason,
Hmm.
and then COVID hit. So we had to like take like a year off basically to like wait for tournaments to restart.
Hmm.
And then yeah, just like once tournaments restarted in 2020, or sorry, 2021, yeah, I just played like as many tournaments as I could to just like try and get as like the most opportunities to get points as possible, right? Because I needed like as many tournaments as I could to like try and get more points to try and catch up to Jason.
Yeah. And you did mention, when COVID hit, it was like everything stopped, right? How did you feel like after when COVID, happened and you had to stop everything?
It was like pretty discouraging at first because um like no one was sure if like Olympics was even happening anymore like at one point. And then obviously like some tournaments kept getting canceled or postponed, and like we weren't even sure if like qualification would be extended or not.
Hmm.
And then like all the clubs got like shut down and like we had to just like stay at home. We couldn't train inside the clubs. So like all of that put together was kind of like, it looked like I had like really slim chances of making it at that point.
Hmm.
But, I had no choice but to just like grind during that time, just like hope that like I still had a chance. And then if I was given the opportunity, then I could like make the most of it. So I just trained every day, like did fitness at home or whatever. Like when clubs reopened, like be at the club like the whole day, just like training. Um, yeah, and then I think like all that training like really paid off in the end.
Yeah. And now that you made the Olympics, how are you planning to prepare for it?
I'm just trying to like stay healthy at this point because like I don't want like another repeat of like 2018, the Youth Olympics, where
Yeah.
I rolled my ankle really bad and like it wouldn't be clear if I was able to play.
Mhm.
Like I just want to like be there at the Olympics this year. So like I'm not going too hard, like still training, really intensely, but like just like trying to play it safe, like don't get injured,
Mhm.
just so like, I can be healthy and like enjoy the experience to the full like potential like at the games.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you going to make any changes to your like training to like adjust for your big event?
I think right now it's like since COVID is still around, it's like too difficult to do that. Like, and also there's not much time left until Olympics is like comes around.
Mhm.
So I'm just sticking with like kind of my old schedule for now.
Mhm.
Um, because like my expectations aren't like, to like win a bunch of games at Olympics, right? It's just to like, gain as much experience as possible. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What is one thing you're looking forward to like in the Olympics?
It's just like I finally get to play like, one of the top players in the world. Like I mentioned before, Lee Ja is like the highest ranked player I played. He was ranked 10 at the time, but I've never played anyone like I never played like Kento or like
Yeah.
Victor
Yeah.
or like Ting or something.
Mhm.
So like being like having the chance to, play against like a top 5 guy or something,
Hmm.
like, like those guys that like win All England or like, win
Yeah.
those like Super 1000s or something, like
Hmm.
just being able to play against them, like at least one of them is just like I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Imagine if you play like Kento first round or something, and then because you had no expectations, you won. and then, uh, and then, oh my God, you're gonna come onto the podcast. We're gonna talk about that. That's what we're
Yeah,
gonna talk about.
that
Yeah.
happens. Yeah, I'll talk about that for sure.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna ask you this too. Do you think you can win a medal? Like have a chance to win a medal?
Uh, like minuscule chance, but there's always a possibility, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you work so hard to make it, so you should definitely like go for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just like trying to do as best I can,
Yeah.
but like I'm not trying to like, put my expectations like all the way up there to like, get a medal. But
Yeah, keep the expectations low. Keep the
yeah,
expectations low. Yeah. Maybe something crazy will happen.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Now we're gonna move on to the viewers' questions.